long for his warm touch, his hand, his fingers, his mouth, cock. The tip of the riding crop parts my lips, touching my wet clit and the opening of my pussy. I yearn for the human contact, but know that I don't deserve it yet. I know that this is what I get, for now. Get up on your knees, hands behind your back. This is a position that gives him full access to my breasts, but also my pussy, as I don't sit on my haunches. He looks at my position and gestures to slightly widen my knees, exposing it even more. He chooses a small hand whip with a leather tasseled end. He drapes it across my breasts a few times, and I feel the coolness of the leather, the smell of hide. My nipples are very hard, wanting very badly to be touched. He winds up the whip for a light brazing that falls onto my breasts only under its own weight. I say under my breath. This is the closest to a caress that I'm going to get. He does this a half-dozen times in a fluid circular motion that reminds me of someone using nunchucks. Tell me what you did exactly, he says flatly, like a command. But his soft eyes always seem to tell me that he wants to help. I want to please him so badly. I want to tell him everything, do exactly as he says, but I'm so embarrassed to be talking about it. I feel my face redden. He gives a little force when the whip comes around next. I told someone I couldn't help them because it wasn't my department. I breathe out. It feels good to say it. He whips again, softer, like before. It was, though, my department, I add. Anything else? He whips a little harder, stinging my right breast. I can feel my pussy getting wetter. My skin wants to be touched so badly it almost itches. I tell customers they have to wait. For no reason. I'm not busy. I don't even pretend to be anymore. A lady walked out, I made her wait so long. He continues the soft, hypnotizing motion of the whip. I see. I feel like there's more. Not really. Just stuff like that. I regret the lie as soon as I tell it, and he whips me, my other breast this time. Little welts are starting to develop. He whips again, across both. I look down to avoid his steady gaze, feeling as ashamed as I do, but also because I'm self-conscious that my pussy is actually dripping onto the table beneath me. I take a breath and just let it all out. I took someone's credit card for payment, then reached down my pants to scratch my ass with it, I admit. He stops. Really? He says. I wince, ready for another lashing. But nothing comes. I open my eyes to reveal a slightly shocked expression in front of me, which is the most emotion I've ever seen in his face. Maybe not even shocked, but mildly surprised, with an element of interest. He finds me interesting. Why do I put up such a fight to tell him things like this? I've never felt more bonded to him. I've never felt better. Yes, I continue, they complained to the manager and almost got me fired. He says to himself, looking around. I don't think this whip is going to be enough. Come over to the wall. He affixes my hands to the cuffs fastened to the wall, my hands pulled out far to either side of me. He fetches a ball gag from my mouth and puts it in, clasping it around the back of my head. You've been a bad girl, haven't you? He asks as he pats my full cheek. I savor the moment of human contact.